Hey, it's Safari, aka Fit Mama. Today is Monday, February 16th, 2015. Weigh in Monday. Yay! Wasn't so much of a yay when I skipped on the scale this morning, but such is life. I weighed in today at 200.2 pounds, which is 1.4 pounds up from last week. Honestly, I don't know why the scale went up. I did change my scale this week because my scale was broken, and I'm going to go with that. I mean, honestly, I had a great week. I had two days where I was above my points or my calories if I was tracking on MyFitnessPal, but nothing that should have warranted a gain. So, I always say that the body is mysterious. It can do whatever it wants, and that's why I try not to focus so much on the scale, but to focus on my fitness activity, because I have no control over how the scale moves. I do know, like I said, I had a pretty good week. I was happy with my eating choices. I was happy with staying within my points, and it was a struggle, I will admit. Last week was not a easy week. There were days when it just seemed like no matter what, I stayed hungry, and I ate a lot of fruit. I ate a lot of vegetables to try to stay within my points. But for the most part, I did stay within my points. So that's why I said when I weighed in today and the scale was up from where it was earlier in the week, it was somewhat disappointing. But I'm going to keep moving forward and not quit. I had other positives last week. My running was much better last week than it's been in a while. I had a great 4-mile run on Tuesday. I had a pretty decent 10-mile run on Saturday. The first 5 miles, I ran the same route that I ran 2 weeks ago, and I ran the entire 5 miles without stopping, whereas the week before last, I ran that, and by mile 2, I was throwing my garment off my arm and putting it in my coat pocket because it was just that horrible, and I was walking at mile 2. So I can just celebrate the non-scale victories this week, and that's what I choose to do, as opposed to being completely discouraged and wanting to just throw in everything. No, my week was not perfect. Yes, I know some people, I have opened up my life and allowed people to see my daily intake, and I know some people don't agree with my choices, but those are my choices. And as I've stated before, I will get better over time. I will minimize my sugar intake. I will increase my lean proteins. I will clean up my diet. But right now, this is what works for me. And even if it's not perfect, it's the lifestyle that I've chosen. And I know that this does work. It's just that I'm a work in progress. I can't go from totally not tracking to trying to be perfect overnight. So I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be consistent. And that's why I'm here today, weighing in and taking my walk of shame. And there are many times when I would start weighing in weekly and saying I was going to do it weekly, and I would fall off because, I mean, who wants to admit they gained weight? But honestly, I'm going to say I believe it was my scale. I honestly do, because I'm telling you, I feel like I had a very good week. So with that scale, switching scales in the middle of the week, I'm going to blame it on the scale because, I mean, like I said, I had a pretty good week. But the good thing about this scale that I have, it also tracks my body fat. So I can look at that and gauge whether or not I did gain some muscle, so I can stop saying, well, maybe it's muscle. So this will actually help me to determine if it is in fact muscle or if I did actually gain weight. But so this week's a new week, starting fresh today with my points, and I already had a bad morning, so I'm going to go ahead and just concede to that. I had pancakes for breakfast, and eggs wasn't too bad, but I didn't measure anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and just factor that in and just call it a day, do the best that I can as far as measuring that, but start better with the rest of the day and for tomorrow. So hope you had a good week, and hopefully your scale was better to you this morning than mine was. If not, hope you're going to get back on track with me and have an awesome week, and I will see you next week.